I'm Laura.
And I'm Marcel.
This is Legendary Focus.
And these are the top 5 lies we all tell ourselves.
Maybe you can relate. You want to know a secret? Everybody lies. And if they say they don't, they're lying to you. You want to know how? Because everybody lies to themselves.
So Laura and I are going to run down 5 of the top lies that we tell ourselves, and maybe we can help you guys identify some of these in yourselves. The first lie that I've told myself many times is, I am where I am because of someone else. At the end of the day, you have to take 100% responsibility for where you are, regardless of how you grew up, your age, your race, your gender, your sexual orientation. At the end of the day, all that doesn't matter. It's on you to decide to go out and live the life you want to live.
I mean, think about it this way. How selfish does it sound to say, I would be happy if this person over here just did what I want them to do? It sounds kind of crazy when you put it like that, but that's exactly what we're doing, you know? I know for me personally, I've done this a few times where I've thought to myself, I can't accomplish this until these people do what they need to do. You know, oh, they're holding me back, you know, somebody's standing in my way. It's all a bunch of excuses. At the end of the day, if I want to do something, I have to be the one to go out and make it happen. If someone I feel is blocking me, then it's my responsibility to either confront them or to remove them from the scenario. And I believe we all have that same choice.
And what we found this to mean is taking your power back from anybody who's not serving you. This can be your parents or your boss, and just make sure that you choose to be in these situations. Any situation that you're in is your choice. And when you start looking at life that way, you can decide to make other choices.
At the end of the day, we are where we are because of ourselves. And that's good, because that means we can always choose to go somewhere else.
Yep, you're one decision away from a brand new life.
Oh, I know we've all thought this one, or even said it to ourselves. The struggle is real.
That's a lie. The struggle is fake. You do not have to struggle. Whoever told you that is a liar.
Struggling is not mandatory. Even if you're in a situation that is challenging, you don't want to necessarily
identify it as a struggle. You can put a spin on it and decide, hey, this is not a struggle, it's a challenge to overcome. Hey, I'm learning something new about myself today.
I like to say everything is either a blessing or a lesson. That struggle that you're experiencing, just relabel it.
Also, make sure that you're not attracting undue struggle to yourself by identifying with this mentality.
Just because you've come from a hard place does not mean you always have to have hardship. You don't have to be defined by your past. Really, it's just a setup for an awesome comeback. So look at the struggle as the beginning. So if you're constantly saying, oh my gosh, the struggle is real, it's always gonna be hard. It's supposed to be hard.
Yeah, the job market's hard.
Job hunting, man, the struggle is real. Trying to pay for XYZ without food stamps, man, the struggle is real.
Not knowing that you're attracting these things just by thinking them.
And speaking them. Your words are powerful. Use them carefully. Use them to uplift you. You owe it to yourself.
And the third lie that we tell ourselves is to just be realistic.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, because you create your own reality. You identify what's realistic for you.
Sometimes we set ourselves up for disappointment because we'll say this is realistic because this person accomplished this. That person is completely different than who you are. You can't really judge yourself by someone else's standard.
Everything is unrealistic until someone did it.
Exactly. Someone could think that, what was it, the 4-minute mile? Before that happened, nobody thought it could be accomplished, but then once it did happen, bam, everyone was doing it. Consider this. Instead of saying, I wanna be realistic, say, I wanna be reasonable. Be reasonable to yourself. What you want to achieve, maybe you aren't the person who can make it happen right now. That doesn't mean down the road you will not become that person. The beauty of life is that the future it's unwritten. We are the ones who decide what is realistic for us, what is our reality. So even if it's not your reality in the moment, don't cut yourself short. It can still be yours. YOLO mentality.
This is a lie that we've all told ourselves. You only live once. When you think that anything you do has no consequence, you tend to live a totally different lifestyle than you would if you knew that everything that you did mattered. The reality of it is, your just being here matters. So everything that you do, every person that you interact with, it's the butterfly effect. It all matters.
We think, okay, well, we just have one life, so might as well blow it or do whatever the heck we want to do with it.
That's not even logical if you looked at it that way, but
that's the mentality. You only live once, so let's go out with a bang. Think of it this way. They say energy cannot be destroyed. Therefore, if we are all energy, we don't really die. Our physical bodies, yeah, they die. But our spirit, that's gonna keep going on. Everything that you've done here, all that karma you've racked up, it has to go somewhere. It doesn't just disappear. Take that ownership. You know what?
I've lived more than once.
I know I've lived more than one. People who are born with natural talent, I don't think that's from accident.
Yeah, it doesn't come from out of thin air.
Someone could say, oh, it was recessive, it's in my genes, but
no, you learned that before.
And the things that you're learning right now are gonna serve you later on too. Don't limit yourself. Everything matters. You matter.
The last lie we all tell ourselves is, I'm not good enough. If you're on this planet right now, you're good enough. We all have been given this same gift.
Every single person, you watching this, us, everyone around you, the impact that they have on this earth, the impact that they have on the people around them, their sphere of influence is so unique. Not one person has the same influence. We're all these different characters, and
everyone plays their part.
Everyone plays their part. You may feel like you're not good enough for something that you're going after, whether it be a job, whether you don't feel like you're good enough for a significant other, whether you feel like you're not good enough in your parents' eyes. As long as you're true to your authentic self, you will always be good enough. I'm the best me that there can be because there's only one me.
So it just comes down to monitoring your thoughts and changing the negative ones into positive ones. Sometimes those thoughts aren't yours. You can pick up other people's thoughts. Thoughts are in the air. Just because you are hearing these things in your head doesn't mean you have to identify with it.
Just because you heard it in your head doesn't mean it came from you.
So we call it a lie.
Good news is that any thought can be changed. It's gonna take some effort. Yes, that's true, but hey, it took you a lot of effort when you think about it to kind of get yourself in the position that you're in right now. We all have. It's been a lifetime worth of effort.
What makes you think that it's gonna be easy just digging your way out of it? You're gonna have to put in some work.
It takes really focusing on your thoughts. And the moment that you hear something that just starts sounding a little funny, it starts making you feel negative, that's usually when you're lying to yourselves. Your best version of you is never gonna try to tear you down, ever.
Be sure to like and subscribe and ring the notification bell to see our video next week.
That's all the time for right now, but remember, focus on making every day legendary. You're worth it.